Hey, how's it going, Aquarius? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Thanks so much for joining me today on the channel. So it is time for a bonus read for the month of November 2020, and anytime you find this reading is fine. I do specific readings once a month that look into a deeper dive of, you know, who you are, where you are on your path. So I have this really special reading and it's called Life Influences. So hopefully this will help sort of illuminate where you are and what's going on for you. Do keep in mind, though, this is a general tarot card reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, and of course, any Aquarius cross watchers. So I'm going to be using the Gilded Tarot to do this reading for you. It is a 7-card tarot spread. And I was guided to bring along the Fairy Tarot card deck to do any clarification on the Gilded Tarot cards that I'm going to pull for you. So I hope you guys enjoy, and definitely let me know what you think of the reading down below in the comments. And, you know, subscribe if you're not currently a subscriber. I really appreciate all your support, you guys. All right, Aquarius. So we're going to look at influences. Okay, so the first card is emotional influences. You know, so it's the first time I've done this spread, so I hope you guys resonate with it. So I'm being guided to just do a deck cut. So we have the High Priestess here. So I think this is a great card when it comes to emotional influences. So this is being, with the High Priestess, being free to experience your own emotions. And it's so important as you move through the world to just be able to listen to your heart center and sort of phase and tune out any other information coming from other people. And this is not an easy task. So this is definitely an energy that is available to you. The High Priestess, you can see that she's sort of floating above really calm water. The pillars in the background, they really represent a strong sense of being balanced, and the heart chakra being open and listening to guidance from higher self, and the throat chakra being open and clear to be able to speak your own truth. Really an amazing card here, because when you're looking at emotional influences, you certainly do not want to be clouded by other people and what they think, say, or do regarding you and your life path. So I think that's a great card, and I hope you do too. So we're going to look at the next card, which is mental influences. And once again, I'm being guided to do, wow, okay, very powerful. You guys, you're probably in this position where you're coming into like an ultimate power of your life with the 3 of Pentacles. This is also called the Alchemy card. So you're able to tune into what is going to be the best next step and move for yourself. And this is strongly affecting how you think, because you're looking at, okay, where do I go next? What step can I take next to really bring in that bountiful abundance for myself, create my own life path? You guys have some really strong cards here. Wow. Okay, so really strong roots, I would say. So spiritual influences. You might be missing out a little bit on your spiritual life. You could be really grounded into your success story on an earth plane, which is fine. But with the 4 of Cups, it's like there's something missing. If you guys are feeling like there's something missing, when was the last time you prayed or meditated or, you know, took time out to listen to the silence? There's definitely something that you're missing out on here. You can see that hand coming down with this really big cup. You know, you've got a lot going on success-wise, but your spiritual influences, they seem to be lacking a little bit. So what can you do? Are you reading your affirmations? Are you practicing gratitude? Like, do you pray to a certain God? You know, maybe start bringing that into your life a little more. And I'm being guided to ask you guys about meditation again, because the saying goes that prayer is speaking to God, but meditation is listening. So you could be missing those responses from you know, your team in spirit, whether that is the God that you pray to or your archangels or angels, your ancestors. There's definitely cues and clues that can be picked up a little bit more strongly if you choose to tune into them, you know, and this could be something as simple as taking a bubble bath with no outside noise. And it can be very difficult to tune out, you know, the world around you. So some things that I do, you guys, I listen to white noise while I meditate, and a, you know, a really sort of inspirational track. You guys could do guided meditations to connect with your guides. I like to listen to Steve Noble and Kenneth Suarez, mostly because of their voice, and they are very deeply grounded guides. So I'm seeing where you guys could absolutely benefit from that. So physical influences, you guys, very interesting cards for you guys right now. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right, this is very connected to the card that I just pulled about your spiritual influences. Like, how are you feeling physically? We've got the Hierophant card here. There's a lot of people that believe, and I'm one of them, that you can resolve physical ailments through holistic energy and tapping into your aura and energy body and deciphering what is wrong with you. Or, you know, not really what's wrong with you, but are you having headaches? Are you having back pain? And it's worth checking, you know, it's worth checking out. You know, if you look at things like how chakras relate to physical ailments, and maybe try and tap into your guides a little bit more. Like, really, if you think about what is going on with your body, your physical influences, and go interpret that. So if you have, let's just say, for example, lower back pain. Okay, so go to the web, and it's like, what chakra is blocked if I'm having this type of pain? And start listening to your guides a little bit more. There's a lot of people that believe in pranic medicine, you know, and this is not Western medicine. And some people really do need Western medicine. Don't get me wrong here, but there are other things that you can do. There are shamans, there are energy healers, you know, there's a lot of different ways to approach healing your physical body. You might not be considering if you're not tapped into the advice from your guides. And I was listening to, and I forget who it was, talking about how, I think it was Dolores Cannon, okay? How the higher self would like to step in and heal people before they go too far, you know? So you might want to check her out. And she's like this brilliant hypnotherapist. Like, she's passed away, but she had communications with people while they were under hypnosis and tapping into their higher self. And the higher self is saying, well, we could have probably prevented that surgery if we were contacted. So I'm just getting the influence for you guys to start checking out how you can heal your energy body, which in turn will heal your physical body. And it looks like you guys are definitely missing out on cues on how to do that for yourself with that Four of Cups and the Hierophant. Wow. Okay, I've had my own experience with deep, dark pain and angels stepping in to help me. You know, you've heard of people and prayer circles and healing other people. I mean, the power of prayer and the power of meditation and the power of self-healing, it's a real thing. So this is something for you guys to start really checking into, especially for chronic pain. So let's see, karmic debt owed. Wow, this is going to be a huge one. You know, karma is very complicated and layered, and it can follow you through past lives, you know, and it could be karma that you created yesterday. So let's have a look at this. Karmic debt owed. And I'm actually being guided to just take the fairy tarot for this one. I was shuffling the gilded tarot, but, you know, when my spirit guides sort of tap me on the shoulder and say, use this deck, Robin, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I hope this reading is making sense for you and kind of providing with light bulb moments. Energy healing is something so amazing, you guys. Okay, so I pulled the Moon card here for this is your karmic debt owed. And it'd be really nice if I could read this card. There's actually verbiage here on the card, so I apologize in advance about this light. So powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear and understanding the truth of a situation. So what's really popping out for me here, you guys, is worry and fear. And this is something that could have carried through, like I said before, from a past life. You know, sometimes people, and I'm going to recommend a declaration of sovereignty for you guys, because this is where sort of darker, like energy vampires, they thrive off of worry and fear. So if you're plagued by worry and you're constantly in sort of a state of high anxiety about things, or your thinking and thought processes are clouded a little bit by worry, or you're constantly stressed out and you don't know where that agitation is coming from, that could be a karmic debt, because you are connected on a soul level to an energy vampire that they've got hooks into you. And that's a really deep subject too. So here are the remedies, okay? Declaration of sovereignty. Check it out. I've done a video on my channel. It was a couple years ago. I don't even remember where it was stored. But again, just punch that into the web, Declaration of Sovereignty, and you might want to start saying it a few times, like once a day for a few days. You could do meditations that cut cord cutting and releasing hooks from energy vampires. And this is the Moon card. So you could be waking up with really disturbing dreams, or having like just starting awake in the middle of the night and feeling like with your heart pounding. So this could be a karmic debt that you have signed a soul contract with some dark entities. So very, very interesting healing opportunity for you guys. And this could also lead to clearing up a chronic pain, such as, and I say migraine and back pain because I used to have these constantly. I lived with back pain for such a large portion of my adult life, and I had migraines probably up until 8 years ago, until I had an experience with Archangel Gabriel, who came to help heal me. So yeah, like, don't be afraid to call on your angels, you guys. And this is where that Four of Cups energy is coming in, because your angels want to come in and help you. And if you're at all skeptical about this, all I can say to you guys is to do a little bit more research in how energy healing can put your body, heart, mind, soul, everything back on the right track. So karmic lesson to learn here, you guys. This is, wow, okay, so we talked about energy vampires having cords, anchors, providing energy to darker forces. So now you have the Seven of Wands. This is your karmic lesson to learn. This is where you're blocking yourself off from other people. You can see this would be you here. That character that is like, okay, firmly rooting your feet, turning around and saying, that's enough. You cannot touch me with your hooks and anchors anymore. I'm done. And I'm taking these steps. I'm doing meditation. I'm practicing gratitude. I'm doing that declaration of sovereignty. Steve Noble does this meditation where it is extracting implants. Okay, so really start looking at powerful guides on how to align yourself more in your human body. And it's going to take the work on an energetic level, but this is going to be the best decision you've ever made in your life, is with that Seven of Wands saying, right, that's enough. I'm not here to support anybody else's dark force energy. I'm here for myself. You guys can back off, and I'm going to start taking care of myself. This is a karmic lesson. And this could have followed you and your family through incarnation after incarnation after incarnation. If you're looking at your family and maybe other people are experiencing the same sort of chronic pain as you, or, you know, health condition, and, you know, you could have been put here to stop that karmic cycle of negativity, which will, it shows itself in your physical body. So, wow, you guys. Wow. So let's see past life impact. And again, I'm being guided to bring in the Fairy Tarot card deck to do this. Wow. Okay, so there's a little bit of research for you guys to do, and I know lots of people don't believe in reincarnation, but your soul never dies, right? So, and it can come back, especially if you're a starseed or a light worker. You could have been put back here. You could have volunteered to come back. And again, Dolores Cannon is an amazing guide to talk about stuff like that. She talks about the waves of volunteers. I've talked about that on my other channel, Oracle Rising. So let me just pull a card here, your past life impact. So you have the Princess of Autumn. So I'll show you guys the card. Okay, so the attributes: being studious, responsible, cheerful, and mischievous, which I love. That's a great combination, and I have to turn on this light again. So happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly. Needing a little push to get going. So maybe this video is that little push that you guys need to start studying about things that maybe have seemed a little bit ridiculous or far-fetched. You know, if you want to start going into like the psychic ability of you and the people around you and miracles and stuff like that, there's lots of information out there. I have my own preferred gurus. I started off listening to, when I first started on my path, I started listening to Alan Watts, and then I sort of graduated to Paramahansa Nityananda. There's also Paramahansa Yogananda, and he is passed away, but, you know, and then Jason Stevenson and the power of affirmations, you know, and then Steve Noble, and then Kenneth Suarez. Okay, so they're very positive, powerful, energetic guides for you. So there is more for you guys to learn. And you could have this feeling that something is missing. And look at all the books open up here. There's a huge library. You guys, you're probably seeing videos if you're on YouTube quite a bit. You know, you're seeing them in your feed and you're like, well, that looks interesting, but I don't think so. You know, it's time for you guys to start clicking into those and seeing how you can release karmic debt, you know, and I'm recommending that you guys totally do that, like checking into karma and the Akashic records, and start to release yourself in this life, because you have this massive path here with the Three of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So you guys have a really interesting reading here, and you could evolve into being so powerful if you are able to release energy vampires, and then you can break that karmic cycle that has probably been haunting generations of your family and probably current members of your family right now. So you've got a lot of power, Aquarius, you know, so wow. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up here for you guys. I hope this made sense, and I hope you enjoyed the vid. And I'm going to peace out. So do take care. Bye.